The teaching of osteopathy, which supports the body's ability to heal itself, was still a relatively new concept in the late 1950s. At that time, osteopaths often met with resistance and prejudice from traditional medical doctors. But Dr. Ted Klassen was not only able to build an osteopathic hospital in Northeast Ohio, he began an educational structure within that hospital, which in 2009 celebrated 50 years of graduates. The first intern class arrived on July 1st, 1958. Among those enrolled in the earliest classes was future surgeon Russ Zackham.
In my intern class, there were 4 interns. We had, I think, 1 or 2 general surgery residents, a couple of orthopedic residents, and 1 or 2 internal medicine residents. And now we're up to like 60+ residents in the program.
Over the next 2 decades, the number of students, interns, and residents grew. So did the number of residency specialties. Osteopathic teaching was elevated to a new level when Brentwood became a principal site of one of 3 teaching facilities for the newly established Ohio University College of Osteopathic Medicine, thanks largely in part to Ohio University Dean Frank Myers, who originally practiced at Brentwood. Throughout the state, DOs who had labored so long and hard to be treated as equals to MDs were gratified to witness this confirmation of the value of their profession. Brentwood's Dr. John Savastos was appointed Regional Assistant Dean for the college, and in 1976, Brentwood signed a formal agreement with Ohio University to become the clinical teaching center for OU-COM in the Cleveland area.
There's a strong connection between OU and South Pointe. Students are a vital element of this. The students add another academic dimension. Many students have been drawn back to training programs there, and many of those students have resided in the community.
The GME program further strengthened its reputation when in 1997, South Pointe Hospital became a regional hospital for the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic. In 1999, South Pointe also became one of the Centers for Osteopathic Research and Education, known as CORE, an affiliation of Ohio hospitals that work in conjunction with Ohio University College of Osteopathic Medicine. Under the leadership of Ohio University Dean Barbara Ross Lee, CORE placed heavy emphasis on diversity and development of primary care physicians.
I think it's invaluable because it allows us to provide for the residents educational opportunities that are above and beyond what we can provide at the local hospitals.
At the start of the new millennium, expansion continued, building a $40 million West Wing, a state-of-the-art education center including a 150-seat auditorium, conference facilities, GME administrative offices, a medical library, and an innovative skills lab. And in order to recognize the dedication of the volunteer faculty, a GME Hall of Fame was established to honor the physicians who have given of themselves toward this mission.
I think what it speaks very, very strongly to is the heritage of this program both in the students that have graduated, but also the preceptors and the teachers. It is a legacy that we always want to continue at this organization and grow.
In 2009, the Brentwood Foundation provided $5.5 million to the Cleveland Clinic to establish an endowed chair in Dr. Klassen's name. Dr. Leonard Calabrese is the first holder of the Klassen Chair of Osteopathic Research and Education.
I think he would be very happy about us donating money to have a chair at the clinic with his name on it and to have more interaction of the Cleveland Clinic in research and education.
Since the opening of Brentwood Hospital in 1958, a commitment to osteopathic education has continued to grow. The result is an alumni group of more than 850 resident graduates from a variety of specialties, many of whom have established practices in Northeast Ohio. The dream of one man to build an osteopathic hospital gave way to the desire of many to educate young osteopathic physicians. This contribution has left a lasting legacy for medical students, interns, and residents today.
He would be very proud of the things that we're doing, and I think he would like us to keep on track.
There are very few institutions in the nation that can say that they've had a 50-year history of training osteopathic residents.
Well, I don't think there would be an osteopathic profession in northeastern Ohio without Brentwood/South Pointe.
We have a wonderful educational facility. We have a lot of dedicated precepting physicians that are on staff.
Brentwood and South Pointe Hospital are truly a family, and that's an environment that I'm sure Dr. Klassen fostered that we carry through with us today.